HP target and trying to like bait out fights as opposed to using the old Infest Bomb. This was the only team I saw actually with success in Lifestealer during this DPC. So this is extremely exciting. If there's a team that you want to see Lifestealer on, it is Team Spirit. But now I want to move it to you, Lacoste, and tell me what's the strength of this hero in this lineup?
They have no abilities that go through magic immunity, so that's going to be good. You also have a way of saving him with the Vibrant to split up the fight, so looking like a really good Lifestealer game. What OG needs to do is, like, once your rage is down, it's going to become much easier because OG has so much burst potential coming up from Tiny. He doesn't like to play into Night Stalker. If Night Stalker gets the good jump like once we're talking about Blink Dagger timing, so that's going to take 25-30 minutes. Overall, looks like a good Lifestealer game. I'm going to have to side with the OG one more time.
Okay. Effie?
I will believe in my voice, Spirit. I think this Lifestealer is going to have a nice time on the lane, and I think that if Toronto-Tokyo manages to carry the early game, similarly to what he did last game, we could see...
They did a switcheroo. Night Stalker's going to be played by Saksa.
Yeah.
So,
we're going to see a similar thing.
Actually, I want to elaborate on that, right? Because it's always, okay, pick the winner. I don't care about that. I want to see what the game plan is for Team Spirit, if you believe in them. What is the win condition here?
So you're just going to have Toronto-Tokyo playing and trying to kill the sidelines with his supports, similar to last game. You're going to have Collapse empowering Yatoro and Lifestealer, and they're just going to look for the same openings, the same plays, and try to outplay in the team fights. Whereas OG have a more run-at-you style. They want to overwhelm them early on, and they do have the security of having Seb on a Blink Initiator this time. So it's going to be a lot easier to take these fights.
Well, the game is about to begin, and that means that we're going to be passing, to our wonderful casters. It's going to be Trent and Lyrical. Take it away, boys.
Thank you so much, Avo. Yes, we're here. We're on the main stage again for game number 2. OG backs up against the wall. They've been in this situation before, although usually not before the grand finals.
True. Fair point, fair point. Yes, this is a rather early elimination match here for OG. And Sumail, he wants some help here, asking for the crowd's applause.
We'll have to see how this one goes for them. But yeah, the switch up that we're seeing there right at the end, they decide not to go for the position for Earthshaker and instead taking Saksa. No! Right off the bat, Thompson in some trouble, found, and they give the kill to the man, Toronto-Tokyo, that's going to be laning against him. What a start for Team Spirit.
Yeah, some further momentum here, and even a decent obs ward here down from OG, so perhaps feeling a little bit safe in that area. And look, they're going to find a collapse.
30 seconds to battle.
They know.
They definitely seem aware. God, and immediately get it.
Must have been that obs on the high ground there before we came in, probably spotted it out.
Right.
Got them an idea that was happening. So yeah, the panel mentioned at the end there, a little bit of a mix-up here. We're going to have the position for Night Stalker, something that used to be far more common with the previous Aghanim Scepter, where you could essentially get this massive amount of vision for the team, but since that removal, we've seen it not really as often. It's definitely more of just like for the sake of the draft and a flex pick, I would say. I feel like the lane could be rough here. Well, even the start of this game is a little bit rough here for Saksa.
Yadoro chases him down, and with that Arctic Burn slow, forcing back that Night Stalker as he did not start with boots. So off to a hot start for Team Spirit as they are looking to go one game away from moving on, placing much higher in this tournament than potentially a lot of people were expecting from them, and OG certainly on the back foot here. But they're on comfort heroes, a Thompson Invoker, Seb Earthshaker.
They like to be a little underrated too, you know, so
that's true.
That could also help them here being down one game. They're going to be looking for some early damage in this top lane. Seb starting out with the Enchant Totem. Don't have the benefits of the Aftershock, but he's trying to get as much harass on Yadoro as he can. Trying to start burning through this regen, but there's a lot of regen up here. There are 6 tangos, a salve. Yadoro's got himself a couple tangos and a Fairy Fire too. Already starting out with the stick, which is awesome versus the core Shaker, by the way.
You love to see that. It's going to be so much regen consistently given there. And of course, similar situation coming from that Invoker who doesn't end up getting one of those denied. Always frustrating to play against these Quelling Blade heroes. Although we'll get out that Cold Snap and get some good pressure on. Pulls back in a little bit, but with the creep wave already passed and next to the tower, won't be any extra harassment there.
Yeah, Lyrical, this isn't a spirit hero.
Yeah.
What is this strange juggler of orbs? The Invoker here, ladies and gentlemen. So, Quaswax Invoker, by far the most common one that you're going to see these days. Likes to get around early on the map with an urn, try and set up some plays. But I would say, largely, at least in my experience of the Invokers at TI so far, falling a little flat on the early rotations, and it feels like they don't actually come online until they really get into that big Aghanim Scepter. Now, with the philosophy of OG, though, I'm kind of expecting this is almost just like an Alacrity hero right now.
Yes. giving more and more, if possible, to that Tiny Sumail and pullback. I'm a little bit shocked, I'm going to be honest, that they gave this to Collapse as Mira finds that kill onto No-Tail and
nice
finding
work
another
there.
one on the opposite side. 3 quick ones for Team Spirit.
Thank you, production, catching both of those at the same time. Very nice stuff here coming out. So again, yeah, I mean, this was similar to last game. The kills were definitely in favor of Team Spirit, but the economy kept moving forward for OG. But we mentioned that OG, they felt like they kind of stalled out a little in that mid game. Despite having the heroes that seemed like all they want to do was to fight and to kill, but they push out the creep waves and they couldn't actually secure those further objectives, particularly the tier 2 line. Tier 2 mid and tier 2 top stood for far too long and really seemed to be the point in which the game became a serious problem for OG. So we'll see if they try and get a little bit more aggressive this game, see if they can combat that, and once they hit those first like round of items all around, just start getting a little wild.
Well, for now at least, it has been a very interesting one. What I was going to mention a second ago is I just can't believe that they gave Collapse Magnus again. A lot of confidence being exuded by OG here to give it back after the performance that he had. And you know, think about that last game. He was making those horn toss plays into the skewer back, into like a Yule Scepter, right?
Yeah.
Without a BKB or any of those things. He just made it work and had definitely the standout performance I've seen from him so far.
Well, he's definitely still feeling it down in that bottom lane. He's spraying the Seb down. He's throwing out No-Tail's voice line whenever No-Tail comes around him. So surely in a good mood after a game like that.
Can they pull it together for the second one, though? It's the big question here. Sumail so far on the Tiny 19-4 versus the 10-3. And then, of course, we saw Mira getting a good couple of last hits there as well on the line.
Yes.
Zack by the Nature's Prophet. And just quickly up top, it happens.
What do you expect, you know? Your Night Stalker and Shaker into a Wyvern and a Lifestealer. Doesn't feel like this is going to go very well for you. I'm sure they're aware of that. Not able to really get any like big pull plays either, you know? Maybe that's going to start happening here soon with the boost being available on Soxa. Soxa just sitting in a well like, do I have to?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go mid.
He comes on back there. And that's just to, I guess, pick up the bounty rune instead. So goes to get that one. Obviously no bottle refill on Thompson. And then we'll try rotating around a bit, make something else happen.
Of course, No-Tail happy about that. Didn't have to buy the bottle, as thank you to our lovely brainstormers at home who told us that he also bought the bottle, which explains why he was so broke in that bottom lane, like literally just regen. So Invoker, not really a bottle hero all too often anymore. So No-Tail can start with the Blightstone and a Magic Stick this time on that Nature's Prophet.
Seb gonna chase back Maposhka a little bit, but hard for him to walk into the creep wave. Look at this, every time he makes that move, he's zoned back by Maposhka. This Winter Wyvern has been really rising in terms of the efficiency that we've seen from a lot of different players, but complete free farm.
Our Night Stalker did go and grab the wave, right?
Yes.
Success, use the boots, brings it back to Seb, and this is the kind of plays they're trying to do to salvage this lane.
0-4 start. Collapse keeps on just spamming out the lanes. No-Tail gonna give as good as he gets.
I find that line from Ava works a lot better once you've actually gotten a kill in the game. It's not as good with the giant goose egg sitting up there next to your hero portraits.
No, you're not wrong, man. They get the tornado into the EMP afterwards and a nice silence rotation. This is that power of that Night Stalker, but is it enough? I don't think so. They do burn through all of Toronto Tokyo's mana and will give a lane a little bit of a better time for this Invoker.
Yeah, Top's doing great here. Ahead of the Void Spirit.
Obviously,
very happy here.
One of the heroes that he's most comfortable on sort of came into prominence on.
Are you suggesting I can get a Meteor Hammer? Is that no, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
We
might be a little bit far past that, guys.
So 6 minutes in. So going to summon some more trees and focus back Collapse a bit more there. And we can see that taking over in the mid lane, at least for the moment, is going to be as they go on Collapse and Mira. There's nothing here.
This is such a
and the thing about it,
bad Night Stalker game, dude. Like,
right. The thing about it too is that you're giving so much space from Aposhka to start soaking up levels mid. Right. This Winter Wyvern is kind of been left alone, and now you're also walking back home for Toronto Tokyo. So they'll have a pretty farmed Wyvern most likely. Pretty 4.5.
Yeah, if he can actually get there. It looks like Thompson is just holding the line.
Yeah.
Saying, no free XP. Get out of here.
So, still Steady, slow beat down.
I mean, the best part is that there's no Wyvern up top right now, so Seb feels like he can actually like play a little bit more in the wave, right? It's like 1-2-2 build, actually has some decent tools now. Yadro sitting on 10 charges as well, so Seb is free to just cast some spells. Sox is coming back, but it is level 6 on Yadro, so this is a tough kill. No matter how you slice it.
Gets the rage off. Quick fingers. Knew that he was coming. Lifestealer not going to be punished there at all. Already has the Helm of Iron Will too, as well as the chainmail, so sitting on 16 armor.
Yeah.
Tops in, getting body blocked. Poshka.
They tried to set up on him, but Thompson hit a 2-hero tornado as well, so was able to start backing away, and then even with the jump through of the Astral Step, couldn't get the finish.
So not an easy one at all. The damage that you have right now from OG, it feels like these heroes don't really do that much, right? Like the supports don't have that much damage until Nature's Prophet gets level 6. Invoker's kind of just running unlimited bits as well. It's really all in Sumail, who has to obviously keep farming since he's position
Mid lane.
1. Can they make it happen?
Low here.
It's going to be a tough test for them.
Toronto Tokyo able to jump. Tough test for anyone in the lower bracket.
That's back away from it. Moshka in the meantime has a DD. The Remnant used out. They're actually able to get the bottle refill off that.
Nice defense right there. And now Mira coming in.
Has to be careful. Jump through 1-1 with this DD. Toronto Tokyo wants to go to work. Will he be able to get out of there? Dissimulate. Jumps into both. What? He turned onto them instead. They thought they were saving Soxa, but they were just dying themselves.
Oh, and they can't believe it. Claps happily cheering on his allies from the off lane there. It's 6-0 as the supports contributing early here from Team Spirit. Mira Maposhka, a great series so far, and the greed.
Dude, Toronto Tokyo is not one to mess with. This man came here to play on this day.
I mean, he must have been really low there, like 400 HP or something.
Yeah.
Just got blown up, sticking around too long.
7-0 start. This young team, Eastern European, making the most of it. They're going to sneak away that bounty rune. And has the jump away, maybe. Ooh, low on mana. Dissimulate. Has to be careful. Maposhka nearby. They're bringing everybody the echo out, but the cold embrace keeps him alive. The silence afterwards. Toronto Tokyo trying to live, but won't be able to. They bring 4, but that's worth it.
That's 7-1, but still only a 1,000 gold lead right now for Team Spirit. Sure, it's still early, but you look at those last hits, and Sumail just towering above there. It's 70 right now, and a lot of those just straight up in the lane. Having a fabulous start. At the very least, did lose a courier, so that's going to slow down his acceleration for a bit.
And in the meantime, you can see Mira being chased away by these treants. Maposhka also in the area, able to sidestep that Tornado EMP combo. And also during this time, we saw the Night Stalker head on over to the Dire Ancients and place away down one of those sentry wards. So it's going to be blocked out continuously. But back towards mid again. The taunt. Soxa silence wearing low. And Toronto Tokyo not able to find any extra follow-up there. Yeah, Sumail's just been AFK farming, hitting a heck of a lot of creeps. As we see Collapse also getting closer to that mech now.
Nothing phasing Sumail. Allies coming through, enemies, and I'm going to hit some creeps right now. So that part of the mission for OG certainly going well as this lead again just tapers off to pretty much nothing for Team Spirit gold-wise, but surely the comms are feeling really nice for Team Spirit right now. Up 7-1, you know, just won game 1. Collapse has just been chilling on that off lane. Being relative, you know, free farm for a Magnus at least. Sometimes you can have a rough time in the lanes, and now has his friends back here supporting him from the tree line.
Pulls in, RP, connect, Finger of Death, done.
That's a stack.
Mira gets the kill, and you can see that even though you have all these last hits onto Sumail, as far as net worth is concerned, they're starting to catch up on the rest of these cores and hopefully get into those first items for Team Spirit. RP down, smoke up, walk for Sumail, stunned. Right at the start with Yadro there, he gets the rage off, looking for the chase down. Collapse able to back out and get away.
They still have Curse here.
Oh, have to be careful. Toronto Tokyo showing up. They're going to use the Winner's Curse just to set everything up. The pullback with the Aether Remnant, but the walk forward. Have they bitten off more than they can chew? On the side of Team Spirit, looking for the rundown. The Fissure connects onto both of them. The jump through Sumail down so low. Mira, one more hit. It's not enough. They chase him, looking for a follow-up. Soxa onto Toronto Tokyo. Another cold embrace. They don't have much left in the tank at all. Echo is out afterwards. The Yule Scepter into Collapse Dead. Toronto Tokyo tries to get out. But do they have anything else left in the tank? Now infesting over to the side. Seb makes the kill happen. Mapochka getting ran down. The Lifestealer infested in and looked for a kill but couldn't find it.
They spent so much trying to bring down Sumail. I can't believe he's actually still around here, not able to get all the way home yet.
Mapochka, cold embrace. Now the turn onto Thompson, wanting to finish him off. Run bit by bit by bit with this arm. Look, getting after it's Tornado. The last second Mira needs to find the kill.
Mira, no.
Just off the skin of his teeth, he gets out of there. And Thompson tries to run, but Collabs moving in from downtown. Can he find the angle? Does he get lucky with it? They can try and chase this, but instead spots Soxa. Outer row, the run through, shows himself, and there's going to be the eventual finish. Just mayhem in the bottom lane.
Well, there's a lot to break down there, and where do we even begin? I mean, the initial attempts on Sumail obviously failing. They spent so much, and I think Team Spirit probably just fortunate not to lose even more, considering how many of their resources they burned there. And we got ourselves a. And also, Mira at the end there, when Invoker's running up the stairs and he didn't go for the spike because he wanted to give the kill over, and he was holding it. It was sitting there, and then he tried it long range when he missed. You're going to regret that one a little bit, I'm sure.
That's painful. A Sunstrike came in there, comboed together with the Nature's Wrath, and a quick pick on to the Lion. Keeping vision with those treants that whole time as well. But still less than 1,000 gold separating these two teams. And the fact that they were able to keep Yadoro alive and has now the Empower going to finish through these Ancients. Mapochka.
Meanwhile on top,
Jumped on. Fissure, Chant Totem, gonna fall. Winter's Curse. Maybe a chance. The Sunstrike caught him right at the end. Well played by Thompson.
Eliminating any chance of escape there. They go right back to the tower and take that down. Thompson is pushing out this bottom wave, though. Any chance for a catch? Would be a tough one. Fast first. Nicely done.
Now tries to move in there. And a couple more punches fingered. That Thompson tries to get out with a rage. Will be enough. So I am... Oh, wait a minute. Are they going for more now? Toronto Tokyo with the Haster and Tempt and Fate.
Yeah, he's under a ward right now, so has to be careful. Seb, very willing to drop an Echo on him, I'm sure.
Non-stop action, 16 kills, 14 minutes.
The treat's actually bringing a wave over to Seb.
Yeah.
In case he wants some farm here, that's nice. Tail always helping out his allies.
That Blink Dagger being done really opens up Seb's game, but obviously the Force Staff would make it that much better. The defensive abilities against that Lifestealer needs to stay up close and send personal. The damage. And Collapse in the meantime, with the mechanism done, gives them some more of this team fight potential, but also wanting to finish off that Blink Dagger.
Yeah, and you saw how scrappy that fight was, right? But now you look what we got from Thompson. He's gone for that Rod of Atos and the potential Gleipnir later on. So not needing that urn to just try and go for the cold snap plays, really wants to ensure that you don't have the big playmaking potential. He wants to put some pressure on the itemization of Collapse to actually find that BKB or maybe a Dispel of some sort, right?
Right.
You don't want to give him that same freedom that he just had last game.
It is interesting, though, because it feels like as, well, the Aces comes out, this isn't bad here. Tries to get him in. The mech, though, keeps him alive, and with Mapochka nearby, they really don't have an opening.
Yeah, and the Arctic Burn onto Seb, preventing the blink.
Round two, looking for it. Seb, he has a big one. The Echo comes out, catches on them both, but the Hex is there to turn it in the Winter's Curse. Skewers them both together, tries to find it. RP, and now, do they have enough with the Empower? The big amount of damage coming out onto Seb. It was looking good for a moment, but in the end, it wasn't enough. Do they have anything else left in the tank? The chase down, another great impale onto Sumail, catching him now. They get the Sprout, but they've got him caught in there with them. Yadoro chases, right clicks, dead, done. OG, where you at?
Almost got no tail there at the end too, but much like game one, it's these early plays into tier 1 tower that end up felling a couple OG heroes. They did get the tower in the end thanks to the trusty catapult.
But no, Lifestealer got the deny on it last second.
True.
Well played. And now?
Oh, Thompson.
Going for more. Seb, gotta be careful there. Looking down south. tried to find an
Look at
opening
that
there
damage to the
on the
DD.
no-tail, and they'll get him. Aposhka ends up going down. Again, this absolute chaos there. Mira misses the stun. Seb jumps forward, gets the kill. Team Spirit, got to be careful with this movement now. Saksa wants to chase this. Another great fissure there, going to connect the Atos afterwards, but the Yule Scepter keeps him alive for the moment. Seb tries to hit the timing, but it's not quite there. And now with the Lifestealer back in front, he finds the kill on a no-tail, and then TP's out right in front of him.
No tools through that one here, of course, if you don't get that initial silence off, especially, right? Like, that's one thing he has to watch for sure versus the Night Stalker. Just make sure he doesn't miss out on that Rage TP, but nice play there. Yadar will finish out that S and Y2, so ready to continue the battling and doesn't have to worry as much about scaling better into the late game thanks to the Empower on his squad. And now, well, Magnus, he's feeling personally empowered here with that Blink Dagger.
You're now starting to see a situation too with why this position for Night Stalker has kind of fallen out of favor, right? Like, you don't have a great farming mechanism, but he needs to get into that Blink Dagger and just doesn't have the gold. Aether Remnant gonna connect, and when you're out farming that far forward, you can get punished.
I do think he plays the... Oh, well.
Atos, Winter's Curse. Turns it around now. Thompson out in no man's land and gets punished as well. Team Spirit constantly right on top of the ball.
You know, the second half of that last game, we had to talk about collapse a lot, but I will say, I do think that Lion is a fantastic hero versus OG in the way they like to play, right? They love these tricky little plays. They love to tease, to taunt, and to sort of break you with the outskill, but it's really hard to outskill Hex Earth Spike.
Yeah.
You know, you get a little cheeky, a little bit fresh, and then one single stun, you're getting chained all the way to death.
Oh, and I think that there's something too about like that horn toss into Earth Spike, right? It allows you to find kills without using RP that you otherwise would have to use that big ultimate for, and then you can save that for the big fights instead. It's just so strong if you can have, you know, a combo that play together as well as Collapse and Mira have been.
Yeah, for sure. And Mira, of course, last game putting a lot of emphasis on getting that Blink Dagger despite being a little bit behind with the map pressure. Mira, again here, just farming up neutrals. Gonna get that Blink Dagger at a pretty decent time, especially with that mid wave coming in through here too. I imagine they'll probably try and offer that over to him. And OG sort of falling into a similar playstyle as last game where things are just trying to be stacked on Sumail, but this game he's just not nearly at the same pace.
It really feels like there's a, you know, they have to play a little bit more passively, at least until these items come online. And Team Spirit, they're not going to give him that opportunity. They're keeping this pressure on. Smoke up. OG, do they realize what's coming? They're actually going to open up on the Yadaro, but the rest of the team coming in time to try and save their carry. Is it going to be quick enough though? They jump in! Oh, the RP! But he already died! And now the Winner's Curse afterwards. Sox in some trouble. Toronto, Tokyo, and they are all in pretty deep at this point. If they can maybe find a couple quick kills, that could be good. Thompson down low dead. Rooted afterwards. Makoshka, Mira, right on top of Sumail. Jump forward, Seb, trying to save this. He's done it so many times to them before, but can they do it again? Sumail walking away ever so slowly, bit by bit, trying to escape, but Mira, he won't let him go. The jump forward, this Lion, and Collapse doing absolutely everything for Team Spirit here. As 4 go down, Seb tries to get away, but will it end up happening? No. The Yule Scepter lift up into the Remnant. Toronto, Tokyo having a coming out party, absolutely owning on this Void Spirit.
Sounds good to say and looks good to watch. Toronto, Tokyo, easy game. Is that a voice line? I don't think that was a voice line.
Wait, what? Oh my God! Observer, press enter and go up. This man just dropped it right in front of him. On the main stage of TI, an elimination match. Talk about
He's feeling
hell
it.
of a moment.
Oh, this will be that turning point video if they lose this game, I'll tell you that much. Because
oh my God.
You know, you don't want to give any incentive to OG, but a great start to that fight, dude. That entire fight was without Yadaro because they got the silence right away. And I want to say that Soxa, like, it's a very tough game for this position for a Night Stalker. He's doing a fantastic job of playing really well with the ulti because that's his only tool, right? He has to fly in there. He has to get that silence. He's providing the vision for these full team fights. And despite the fight starting so well, they still lose, like, almost everyone.
It's unbelievable. Team Spirit coming in. This team, they were started in the group stages 0-4 and then proceeded to just not lose that many games. They've been winning everything, and you can see here as we continue on.
Almost
Toronto,
everyone,
Tokyo.
everyone, as you can obviously see from
there
the
it
top of the
is.
screen. Replay's exposing. Gleipnir now done.
Radiant
That's like, did you just do that? Did you just type that in there? Oh my.
That was the moment for the Kyle chat wheel. You talking to me? You talking to me? Didn't do it. Didn't hear it.
True, after all that. Well, the chat wheels file a little silent sometimes.
Still less than 1,000 gold leads separating these two teams, 10 to 22. And Team Spirit, the ones in command.
Toronto Tokyo
but
jumping in.
certainly
on
not out
Thompson.
of it. Walks in, finds Thompson. Seb tries to salvage it. Force staff out, not enough. Now looking towards No Tail. They're going to pull in this Nature's Prophet. Just running them ragged on OG. Team Spirit won't be denied.
They're just making these picks look so easy. 100 to 0. They're falling. And that Soxa, this is with the ulti. He's under the obs, though.
Another round of it. They just keep dying, one after the other. Team Spirit claiming those kills.
And Toronto Tokyo moving under an obs here from Seb. I don't think he's going to try and go for anything too crazy. Knows that this Void Spirit's there, but some quick math, 2,000 damage, level 14 Shaker. Maybe with the Prophet, he's got a chance with the Invoker here, too. I think they're going to try it. Let's see. And we'll see what's said here, of course.
Looking to try and get something. And Toronto Tokyo, recognizing the danger, backs off. He knew. And in the meantime, you look at this. Team Spirit going to try and claim the Aegis.
Oh, the instant, the Sunstrike, and then the TB right away from Thompson. He wants to be here. Doesn't want this one going for free. Tornado now.
Starting the fight off. Obviously has the rage afterwards, but Roche down. Aegis claimed.
Not lucky enough to get the damage there from the meatball either.
Right.
Yeah, maybe just hoping he could force a snatch.
Team Spirit going to smoke.
Try and get the bounty for OG.
Fested Lifestealer inside Collapse. Doesn't have the shard yet.
Oh, and Collapse this time too, eh? Yeah, Toronto Tokyo, of course, setting up for the easy one last time onto Thompson.
Follow the couriers. They're going to take you to the heroes.
Oh, I love that.
Right on down the way. No Tail is there, but they jump and find the back line. Able to catch onto Sumail. That's a pretty good target. Hex afterwards. Yadaro eaten up this Tiny as Sumail eventually falls.
Oh, and they were so close to just running into No Tail too. That could have been so much better for OG if he was the one to fall, but grabbing the King instead. He has fallen, and now Collapse. Well, they might just find No Tail anyway.
Even gonna drop the RP
This is for the laning stage. This is from all the voice lines and the sprays.
Stay together. Stay together.
Team Spirit putting on a performance here. Showing everything. And did he find him again? Collapse runs into Seb.
Screen. Seb.
What? Just like that. They just find themselves. Seb trying to give him a high five. And find the kill again.
I think he was changing his chat wheel binds. He got caught in the trees there. Snagged by Team Spirit, just finding everything right now. And now able to pressure with this Aegis. Still 3.5 minutes left for Staff, for Collapse. Now we just gotta wait for that shard to come out, and he'll be back in full force once more here.
Look at this. I mean, this is the thing. You know, you start the laning stage off even, but kill after kill after kill, and off the back of Collapse, this mag that OG gave to them in game number 2, they felt like they had an answer, and so far it hasn't looked like it.
All right, there are no doubt incredible tools in these team fights for both teams, though. We have a total of 5 Blink Daggers on the map now.
Yes.
So everyone's, lots of opportunities to make your play here from both squads. Most importantly, Soxa, I think, able to be more valuable in these team fights by trying to get that silence and getting right on top of Yadaro.
This could be incredibly important for them. And they need Sumail there too. Like, they really don't have the damage otherwise.
Yeah. And, I mean, there is the Force Staff as well from Collapse, as we mentioned. So that's a great counter to Soxa, just because he just needs that little smidge of I'm not silenced, right? For Yadaro, and he can get the rage off.
Gonna walk in. It can start heading down bottom to pressure this tier 2 tower.
I love the use of this Aegis, just closing in on the map. They're using this gem. They're moving through, looking for every bit of vision, every sentry, every obs. Just taking them down one by one. Team Spirit want to take away the map from OG. But you got to imagine they're feeling, I would think a little nervous, starting to shake a little. Like, it feels like you're doing so well, right? This is OG Elimination.
It's true. Do you start to feel the nerves? Do you start to feel the wind come in their direction?
Can
they keep up the momentum?
You question yourself more when you're winning.
Right.
When you're losing, you're looking for solutions because you have a problem. You see the issue. In a game like this, like you're ahead and you're just trying to keep that momentum going forward. You're scared a little bit sometimes in terms of like what can they do to come back.
All right, and we've seen OG come back from bigger deficits than this before, even in the grand finals. They've got heroes that can make the plays. Will it happen, though? Looks for the silence, not going to get him. Toronto Tokyo playing that one safe, and down bottom, they got a lifestealer that OG need to deal with. Throws out that tornado, gets the lift up, the pullback. Skewer, catch, Thompson in trouble. On the other side, they're also battling it out with Sev. The chase is there, and Thompson going to fall. Mirror jumps in, gets the finger of death finish. Collapse off to the side. Maposhka not going to be found. They get the skewer, or rather the shockwave, into the kill, and they force out that buyback. No-Till's going to pressure top.
Yeah, he's got no other choice. Just going up there. Gonna perhaps send in some treants here.
Fissure, the only thing that can slow down this lifestealer right now. Will get hit by that tornado now afterwards. But again, that pressure, it's going to be mounted top. We've seen this before where Nature's Prophet can force back heroes, but will they happen now?
They're so weak in comparison though right now. Like
It's true.
He's got the solid cracks, he's got a couple of the big ones, but I mean there's Yadro just hitting your base. 30 seconds still left here.
Yeah, and they still have Glyph available on Team Spirit if they need to use it. Yadro hits it, range racks down, takes the first, backs away with the team.
Dire's structures are fortified.
God, what a match. What a series.
Dire's
Team
top
Spirit
tower
came out
is
here
under
punching the champs in the mouth.
I will say he got more damage down than I expected.
Now,
He's sending them back in and no one's TPing. They don't want to break the formation, so they're just going to sack the tier 3. Now tier 3 is not as valuable as they used to be, but look, the fight's happening. This is why they
Aether
don't want to
Remnant.
break it up.
catches there. Stun afterwards, pull back in. Dead, done. Looking for more.
He blinked in.
Collapse. This guy's a little bit crazy. Tops and Sumail looking for an opening there. They spot one. Avalanche walk forward. Mech, but the save is out. And now Sumail BKB'd. It's going to wear off soon. Has to back out of there as Yadro chases. The winner's curse is going to connect. And afterwards, Saksa, he just has to disrupt it, but no, he can't get there in time. The jump in. Zap tried to salvage it. Isn't enough. The Evil Scepter lift up. Mira goes down, but they pull him back in for more. Yadro too strong on this lifestealer. 3 dead, no buyback. Is this going to be the end for OG? As Saksa also to fall. Everybody's gone. And look at this Team Spirit going in for more. Oh, Yadro, you tempted fate. You thinking about going into the fountain? They regained some focus, but with no buybacks, can they just try and end it?
It's tempting. There's tier 2s in the other lanes.
This is, could this be the downfall? Team Spirit, they can sense an end right now. A chance to move forward, get top 6 in this tournament, and you've got 25 seconds with no Sumail.
They're not hesitating.
Trying to end this one. Team Spirit looking to go all together. There are racks that are being taken up on the top side of the map, but they've got their eyes on the prize. They want this agent, the Sprout, to walk inside of it. Oh my god, he's just going for the spider legs through. They get the vision. Oh gee, there's nobody left alive. It's only No-Till. There's nothing left, and GG is called. Team Spirit end the game, taking down OG. What a Cinderella story here on the main stage.
Absolutely incredible Team Spirit. And look at them, they're cold. There's cold stone in there. They just knocked out the champs.
Unreal.